Yep, working.
Cool.
And we're back.
Kinda, yeah. I will apologize in advance for the listening audience. It's been like 3 months since we've recorded this game. There's probably going to be some overlap. There's probably going to be some repeat of stuff. There's probably going to be shit that we forget.
That one's guaranteed.
Yeah. So,
I'm gonna like cut that out. Shit, we forget. And anytime we talk about something wrong when I'm editing these together, I'm just gonna put like a quieter shit we forget.
I like that idea. Yes.
I just need to. I just cut this part out because they're idiots.
Yeah.
Like the Matt learned something.
Yeah.
The Matt learned something ding.
Yeah.
Ding.
It just pauses for a second and a little chime playing in the background. Shit, we forget.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No, you need the.
No, it needs to be the PSA. The more you know.
Ah.
Get the little wind chime. Some shit out of Legend of Zelda.
So, last time we left these guys, they were escaping from a purple worm nest. They had just defeated a purple worm, stolen an egg, and were headed back to the cavern that they took over with the expeditionary
I thought we took
force.
multiple eggs for insurance.
We did.
You can. We were trying to figure out how you were carrying them.
Correct.
That was true.
Tensor's floating disc, right?
Who can cast?
I don't think I remember bringing that up, but I don't think anybody had it.
Yeah.
I know that you were planning on... you had left the... What the hell is that thing called?
Shield Guardian.
Shield Guardian. In the tunnel up above, you were going to have that thing carry one of them.
Correct.
And you were thinking that Kira could carry one because of her strength, but it would pretty much make her useless for anything else.
It would make a hell of a rock to hit somebody with, though.
Well, it has an AC, and I'm sure in the process of getting one of these down, you guys figured out that it's got like 1 hit point. It's got a high AC to hit, but once it takes point of damage, it's broken and ruined.
You want to start rolling?
While you guys were in the nest, you also met a bunch of drow, the Dark Hunters, I believe they were called. You had the daughter of their leader that you had found and rescued and kept safe.
Yes.
Yep.
So you guys had a peaceful meeting with them, and you heard that this was probably a mated pair unless something happened to the other one.
I remember that now.
Yeah, because they were encouraging us to get while the getting was good.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
They also gave you a little bit of information about the Vast Oblivion,
That's what it was. The Vast Oblivion.
which is your next stop.
I wanted
have
to call
some-
it obliteration.
I have some notes.
Okay, I wasn't sure who would have notes or what.
I know the name of the beholder. I know that he's got a lieutenant, and I put in parentheses maze engine.
That's more than I expected.
What does maze engine mean?
I've got that we need his central eye.
Yes, you need his central eye.
Oh. Gross.
His central eye is like roughly 70% of his mass.
That's fair.
A piece of lint in my peaceful eye.
I love that you took notes on what I sent you. This is my favorite thing ever.
Well, I compared, for the audience who hasn't been privy to our conversation for the last 2 hours, Cody has a book called The Monsters Know What They're Doing.
So as Jeff was saying, I was introduced to a book called The Monsters Know What They're Doing by Keith Amon, I would say that's how you would pronounce his name.
Yeah.
Who apparently wrote a blog that went through all of the monster manual, talking about the various monsters and tactics for them. And I sent some stuff to Jeff because I like things to be hard.
He had some very interesting insights to beholders specifically. I want to read the rest of that book, by the way. I'm going to have to find it.
They had several copies of it at Books A Million just down the road.
Okay, cool.
He apparently has written supplementary stuff for shit from Volos, And he also, like I was saying, he also has a couple of things on player tactics as well.
Nice.
A lot of it is just action economy. He comes from an XCOM style background, so treating D&D as a action economy situation as opposed to, you know, hey, I'm just going to throw some abilities around, but like, what is my optimum X versus my optimum Y? What makes the most strategic sense? It's been interesting to read.
Mm-hmm. Yes, so in preparing for the next section, which is the Vast Oblivion, where they're going to hunt down the Beholder Karazakar, I did some homework, and I'm interested to see how it plays out.
For the audience at home, the over or under in Vegas is 2 character deaths.
So, you guys are leaving the nest. We'll say you get a couple of eggs out. There's still more eggs suspended up in the strands of resin. You had talked about the idea of sending people back here to get more eggs. You'd talked about ideas of having your expeditionary force ferry these eggs out and back to the tower. What do you guys want to do?
I still think we Pony Express them back so that we don't have to waste time. Because I think the way the map was laid out, it's better for us to just keep going, right?
Yeah, we're definitely fairly close to the Beholder.
Yeah. Wasn't it like days travel to get here?
Yeah. I think we would want to keep some of the Emerald Enclave people for scouting ahead.
Oh, yeah. You don't want to use the entire force.
I think from the Troglodyte Cavern to here was like a day and a half. I think it was 12 hours travel.
Okay.
Or 12 miles. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Because you guys at a normal pace can do 8 miles a day.
Yeah, so say we take 2 days to get back roughly. We could say, okay, here, this bit of the force we want to go back. This bit of force is staying, you know.
We use pencils and paper. It's really boring.
And if you keep spinning the chair and hitting the table, you're not going to be able to sit there because it's picking that up on the microphone.
I think this experiment lasts about another 5 minutes.
Yeah, probably. For the audience at home, I'd like to welcome Kieran to the show. Cody's oldest son now. You going to say hi? Would you like to say hi to the people at home? No? Okay.
Close enough.
He says he does not like you.
Just like his dad.
I do.
All right. So we want to keep some of our people, use the rest of them as an assembly line.
Well, yeah, let's get the eggs back. Rest, travel, get the eggs back, and see if we get ambushed.
Well, we don't want to rest here. We want to get out of here and rest in case
Well-
Mama or Papa, whichever one we didn't kill, shows up.
Yes, move an appropriately safe distance away.
Let's do that. Let's do that thing.
Rest, and then get back to the cavern, and let's see if anything has happened at camp before we go any farther.
Fair point.
Okay. There's a lot of stuff with travel that we skip. Right now.
Right now is the bit we're not skipping.
Right. Are you guys hauling ass out of there?
No.
At a medium pace.
At a medium pace.
I
So
would
you're-
even be careful with a medium pace.
Well, medium pace, you're not at a disadvantage. You're able to keep an eye on your surroundings. I'm assuming that somebody will try and mask your passage so that you're not leaving a big trail of purple worm slime.
I'm sure
from
with
the
my
eggs.
abilities, I would be able to do that.
I'm sure you could.
I'm dragging something behind me to cover up our... I don't know. I'm just making shit up.
While you guys...
Pick up your hair
all
buds.
those
All those
all those
fronds that we
fronds that you find growing. in
It's
the
on my characters there. I got just using the grass. It's there.
While you're traveling, why don't you give me a survival check?
Oh, fine.
No.
I'll roll dice in a dice game.
One person's going to be making a survival check.
Oh, well, who's got the best survival? I got a 6.
I have pretty good.
I have a 10.
One person's going to be keeping an eye out.
The 10 should probably roll.
Yep.
I don't think I've got better than that. Let me double check. Survival. No, I do not.
Dude, very impressive. Yeah, more than a 10.
How'd you roll, homie?
19.
Not bad.
Not bad.
I mean, considering his ability score, actually pretty trash.
Yeah. I rolled a 9.
Who's going to keep an eye out? Who's scouting? Who's...
I think you have the best perception, don't you?
I am kind of the perception guy.
I have a 20 in passive perception.
But if you're actively
Do you
looking,
really?
Yep. This
You
is
actually
going to
have
be an active thing.
Oh, well, if he's okay, actively,
I have a plus 10 in perception.
my perception's 6. Actively.
Sounds like it's Troy.
So
Yeah, I will be doing the
Why don't you give me a roll?
The creature of the Underdark.
that's-
24.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Cool. You do hear worm sign. You've been hearing it the whole time you've been down here. You don't hear like the one that came charging into the cavern. You don't hear that kind of sound approaching right now.
editor, please input the worm sign sound that we have used copiously in the previous edit.
I don't know how it goes.
Oh,
I'll just cut.
Have
like,
you
from
not
the-
seen the new Dune movie?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I was going to say. I'll just cut a couple of seconds from.
you're all right as long as it's not longer than 7 seconds.
That's why I said a couple.
What if you use the same 7 seconds and just repeat it?
Yes, you could do that.
Boom.
Not back to back though.
Oh, well, never mind then.
Okay, so you guys are headed back.
To a degree, yeah.
Yeah, back to the troglodyte
Can't.
camp.
Right. So, is this... I know that you're moving at a medium pace, so it's going to take... It's like a day and a half worth of travel.
Right.
Are you stopping to camp out during the night? Are you just plowing through, trying to make it back? What do you do?
No,
I'd rather not take the fatigue.
Kieran, what are you doing?
You gotta watch the chords, buddy. You can't roll over those.
What are you trying to accomplish, kiddo? Why?
Just don't fall off of it.
3 more minutes.
3 more minutes.
Give or take.
Here we go.
Talk.
Mostly just talk.
Talk some more. Occasionally roll some dice. Talk.
That's pretty much the whole game.
That's pretty much it.
Sometimes we write stuff down. Like one of us at the table writes stuff down.
If we're lucky.
Yeah. Because we're famous. Infamous?
Probably more accurate.
we got
We're nowhere near cool enough to be infamous.
300,000 downloads. We're good.
Over the course of a significant period
Over
of
the
time.
course of 8 years.
That's still an accomplishment for us.
7.5.
I think it's
I'm
8
not
years
mad
at
about
this
it.
point.
No, 7
back
was
in February.
February.
Oh, are you talking about specifically D&D?
Yes.
Yeah.
Got ya.
Well, D&D, role-playing does not have 300,000 downloads, yeah.
Yeah.
In terms of total podcast, there's 300,000 downloads.
That's also true.
In that case, it's like 10 years.
No, put it back. Karen, if you don't sit down and be quiet, you're going to have to go upstairs. Do you want to watch your tablet in bed? Do you want to watch your tablet in bed? Are you going to behave? That's not
Do
the right
or do
answer.
not. There is no try.
Somebody said that once.
Short guy.
He was about as tall as Lucas.
Sounds like a thing I've heard before.
Man, Logan hates it when I say that.
Why?
I would too if my dad said that to me. Dude, shut the fuck up. If my dad said that to me now, one, I would be over the moon ecstatic that he even watched Star Wars.
I
One,
thought you should say over. Exactly, he's just talking to you.
no, no, I prefer him typically not talking to me.
Watch your tablet.
But otherwise, I'd be like, no, just no. Did you have to override parental controls?
Yeah.
Continue, sir.
He was really pissed the other night when he was in the middle of watching something and the screen just goes blank and it shows a moon and it says, all done for today.
Nice.
What the shit, Dad?
That's pretty much his reaction. If he wants me to get really annoying, I can even, while I hate most of what Bezos has created, the Amazon parental controls are actually pretty nice. I'd be like, oh, guess what? You can only game for 30 minutes before you have to do something educational, and it will lock out anything that is not deemed educational. Mm-hmm. And it controls, because Broja bought him a TV that I'm not pleased about. She like, oh, it's a fire sale on, or it's a lightning deal on Amazon for $89. I'm like, so what you mean is it's a shitty Amazon TV? No, guess what? It's a shitty Amazon TV.
Yeah, he's a kid. Doesn't need to be 4K. You know what kind of TV I had when I was a kid? It was built into a wooden box. It was like oak. It was heavy as fuck, and it had like a dial, right?
Yeah.
And then you had the thing to turn it on. You had to pull it in and out. That thing broke at some point, so I had to have channel locks that were just stuck in there.
Jeff's like, yeah, you mean TVs?
I mean,
Just like, you had one of the wood ones? You were lucky.
good.
Jeff's was it in color? Then
only-
shut the fuck up.
we only had one of those in the living room. And yes, my first one was black and white. So fuck off.
And mine wasn't black and white.
I did,
It also-
we did have
it
one of those
also
when I was
allowed for
growing up.
Then you were in the 1%. Shut up.
It allowed for a VCR. The VCR we could hook cable to, and that was the only way to get cable to.
I really wish that I could describe, because it's fascinating. There's a TV that Ian Shannon, his dad had. It was old, had to be from the 70s, but it projected the colors in red, green, and blue. And what you did was it looked like, it looked kind of like, I want to say.
That's literally what all TVs do.
I was just going to say.
No.
Again, you mean TVs?
Wait, you numbnuts.
How's it feel to get burned at the table?
There is because what I'm saying is the way that it mixed it was interesting. It looked like a coffee table. Like a coffee table is like about 2 feet high and as wide as the TV. And the TV had like a curved screen that sat above this coffee table. And what you did is the coffee table folded down. And when it folded down, it had 3 what looked just like a green light, a red light, and a blue light. And the top of the coffee table lid was reflective. So it projected and like bounced off this reflective mirror and then up onto the screen that was above it. Weirdest fucking thing I've ever seen in my life.
Was it to like keep the bodies company when he wasn't there, or?
Yeah.
I've never heard of a TV like that.
It was a weird, like,
Yeah, you have to ask him what it was.
I don't know.
It sounds
was
right
weird.
up the alley of a mortician.
It almost sounds home.
My first TV was about this big, and it had the little dial turn it on and off, and it was the volume, and it had buttons on the front for the different channels. And when you would press the button for the different channel, a green or red line would like move across until it hit like wherever you press that button from like where it was previously. It was so like
It's weird.
never seen anybody have a television like this.
Mine
Was
went
it
from
was it actually buttons that you pressed in?
They were like
They're just touchpads.
no, they were buttons. Yeah,
I had one that the buttons ran vertical down it, and it was just like electrostatic touch. There was no button to press in.
nice. Mine was the turn dial is what changed the channel on mine, and it went from 1 through 4, and then A through E.
Yeah.
I don't know what the letters were for. We never used them.
Are these personal TVs, or are you just talking about like family TV?
mine was a personal TV.
Got it.
No, my family TV was
Yeah,
a big wooden.
Mhm.
Yeah,
A console TV.
yeah.
yeah. I carried that thing up and down stairs in various houses. I think it was like 100 pounds. It's fucking stupid. It rang too. Like when you turned it on, it would ring, and I have to bang the side of it to shut it up.
I had one TV that took literally 2 minutes to turn on.
They kind of did that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
You'd
took
turn it
forever for
on,
to, like,
and it would
finally
have to
fade
warm
in.
up.
Yes.
Yeah.
And-
Yep,
Oh,
yep,
yeah.
Yep. You youngins don't have to deal with this.
Shut up, Lucas.
I turned 36 on Monday. I'm fine.
There's several people here who have long since left their 30s.
I'm not that far behind you.
It's not long since. Fuck off.
Well, if it's not so...
He also
if
said
it's-
several people, not one person.
Have you hit 40 yet?
Nope.
Yeah, he hits 40 this year.
Jeff's hit it twice.
It's what?
3 times,
I
actually.
didn't realize you were 40. I did.
Before November.
My brother will be 39, 38.
Okay.
There it is. I found it.
Eggs.
Did you?
Yep.
Okay.
Eggs Benedict.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I have seen that.
Never seen that before.
It's
seen that,
it's
yeah.
one of the old school projection TVs.
Bizarre shit. Never seen that. Anything like that.
Yep.
I
The
only
image
ever
upside
saw-
down and backwards is
I
bounced
only
off that.
ever saw one in a magazine, but I do remember that.
So there you
Which
go.
means his parents were rich.
Hey, man,
No, he didn't
People-
have it until the 90s.
people die.
The 90s. I didn't know Ian until 2002.
Now the monkey's name is Heyman.
It says rear projection units around 1990.
not long ago. I fucking love that movie.
I remember
But that's not
those.
rear projection. That's front projection.
Oh, sorry, front. The article says rear and front projection TVs.
Yeah, because we didn't have. My sister's ex-husband had a rear projection TV.
It's crazy.
I always thought they sucked.
Yeah, they never look good. Not that this one looked good either, but so there you go. It's a front projection television. I'm trying to figure out what the brand is. Anyway, so we get these eggs back, right, Jeff?
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out timing.
Well, at this point, it's taken us eight weeks.
From the point that you leave the nest, it's a day and a half to get back. You guys stop and rest at some point. You gave me a decent survival check. You're able to mask your trail. You're able to clean things up. You're able to keep an eye out. Things go pretty smooth. You get back to the Troglodyte Cavern, where you left your expeditionary force. As you're approaching, everybody give me a perception check.
13.
16.
19.
Actually,
In a participate?
well, I'm trying not to find the D26 in here. 10.
Schroeder, Ertlan, right? Mm-hmm. Ertlan starts picking up on the sound of a pick, like a miner's pick.
Didn't we save some miners?
You
At
did.
the troglodyte lair?
You did.
Yeah, I think they were coming back with us. Maybe.
They were staying with the expeditionary force. They were going to tag along until they got back to where they needed to go.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can hear the sound of miners working. You get a little bit closer, and you can hear raised voices.
Raised voices.
Yep.
Are they
Falsetto?
familiar?
Yeah.
Okay. Anything that I would like... Am I alarmed by this?
Scaramouche, Scaramouche.
I mean, it's not like the sounds of battle or anything. It sounds like somebody's arguing.
Got ya.
Hang on a second.
Do I recognize what language they're talking in?
It'd be common, probably.
Okay.
Common, not undercommon?
No, this would be common.
Sounds uncommon in these parts.
Sorry, I need some notes that I took because I cannot remember the names of everybody in your expeditionary force.
Yeah, me either.
Jeff, just shorten it. Or just call them the X-Force.
X-Force, cool. That would make it easier.
Then you should call them by sweet code names like Archangel or Colossus or
Cannonball.
Deadpool.
And
Cable.
Steve.
Who was the dude in the black and white costume?
Domino.
No,
Who's not a dude.
Hey, I'm a dude. He's a dude.
no,
She's a dude.
it was
We're
when
all
they
dudes.
killed Archangel,
Hey.
or when Archangel went bad again, or something.
Oh, Phantom X?
Phantom X, yeah. I could not remember his name for the life.
I was going to say Red X because that's a DC character, but then I realized how, pedantic and copycat all of comics is.
Yes.
So just shut my pie hole.
So, you guys keep making your way in. Kira, your arms are fucking tired. You've been lugging this thing around for a while now.
Go get them deadlifts in, Jeff.
Yeah.
Them gains.
I mean, you're handling it, but you
Swole.
are fucking tired by now. Go ahead and give yourself one level of exhaustion.
All right. Sweet.
What's he handling?
He's
The
carrying
egg.
one of the eggs. Or Kira is.
I thought why?
Because we got more than one egg.
Right, but why aren't we just sending them all back?
Because there's no one there with us to carry them back.
Yeah, you guys went on your own to the Purple Worm Nest.
Oh, I get that.
The Shield Guardian's carrying one of them. Somebody else had to carry the other one that you guys wanted to bring.
I thought that was the point of the X-Force.
We're not
X-Force.
the X-Force.
We were a
We're
day
not
and a half
there.
away from them.
Oh,
Yeah.
They wanted to bring two just in case
Okay.
something happened to one.
Share the load.
Something you
Can-
haven't done since I picked up this goddamn egg.
Something I haven't done since 7 years ago.
Can I tell?
isolate that.
Can I tell like what the argument's about?
I mean, as you walk in, you see most everybody going about the business. It looks like there is a small group of people down in the, I don't have the map out, but like the No, the map of this chamber.
Yeah.
There was a flat part down by the creek that ran through it.
Mm-hmm.
They're down there, and there's one dwarf standing there, and then there's a human standing there. The dwarf is like pointing up at the human, and the human is yelling down at the dwarf. And
Are either of them part of our group?
oh yeah, these are all people you know.
Are they from different factions?
Absolutely. You recognize the dwarf as Nazrock Blue Axe, one of the Lord's Alliance guards, and Nero Calvain of the Zentarum.
Oh, let those two kill each other. Who cares?
Kira sets down the purple worm egg, goes, "Not my problem," and strips down to go in that hot rock bath that's around the corner. Drink?
There is a nice steam room.
Yeah, no. We had talked about that before.
Yeah.
Kira had to run and save these folks in her underwear.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Because we went in the other room.
What are you guys doing?
Enjoying the hot spring. These are not my
Okay,
people.
what's everybody else doing?
I thought he was the only one aware of it.
We all
No,
walked in. We can all hear it now.
Oh.
I made the roll to hear it beforehand.
Yep.
Sorry, what was the Zentarum guys? Because those are my people, right? Zentarum.
Correct.
What was his name?
Nero Calvain.
Brother Nero.
He's playing a fiddle.
No, not yet.
Nothing's burning yet.
What seems to be the problem?
My biceps.
Well, we're all working together, right?
That is the idea,
So we're all sharing in the profits of this expedition, right?
if there are any.
There are. Our good friends here in the Lord's Alliance have been mining a vein of gems, or of gemstone that they found over in the steam chamber.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I'm gonna be real pissed when I get there.
You are. Kira's half out of her clothes and stops and is like, "What?"
They've drained the steam so they can get to the vein.
What happens in the grotto stays in the grotto.
Yeah, murder of some dwarves is what's about to happen.
Yeah, the Lord's Alliance dwarves say we're the ones in there working in the steam. We've had injuries because of the steam. We're in there doing work. This is our profit.
Nero,
Then you can excuse yourself from this expedition, and we'll get no further reward.
Nero, are you swinging a pick?
I don't know anything about mining. I'd just be in the way in there.
Well, if you're sharing the profit, you need to share in the process.
Well, we are. We've been out here setting up this camp and maintaining supply lines and information, just like we're supposed to be as a group.
Mm-hmm. And these people are doing nothing wrong.
No, they're not, but
So then why are you complaining?
because the profits are supposed to go to all of us.
If you want it to be fair, pick up a fucking pick. Stop being a bitch about it.
I'm gonna have to sign with Nero.
If this were
Do I-
Mass
do you want me to-
Effect,
Do you want me to like roll something?
You're-
Like,
Oh no, I'm
your picture just showed up and like it's got the Paragon and the Renegade just went up by 10 points.
like I'll take a step forward and tell him you're in Zentarum. Be better.
Aren't the Zentarum the seedy underbelly group?
yes, they are.
yeah.
Just wanted to make sure that everybody remembered that.
But I mean, we're all here working together. We're all pitching in. They're pitching in there and not helping with the rest of the camp. This is a shared expedition.
Is anybody from the table part of that group? I don't remember.
What's that?
No.
Nobody from the table is part of that group.
The Lord's Alliance?
Yeah.
No, the Lord's Alliance are the ones that were pissed at you and didn't want to send help.
They're the snooty assholes.
Right.
Yeah, these Lord's Alliance guards were from one of the dwarven settlements that Brunner set up special,
Okay.
and they came with you.
Like literally, it's the least of my fucking concerns.
Right. Okay, mechanically. Shit with your expeditionary force will fall apart if you do not manage it.
Yeah. I told him to pick up his balls and walk off.
And that is a choice.
I will reiterate: they can share their gems findings or leave the expedition. Those are their choices.
Yeah, my character didn't give a shit. Like,
Also
if
in
that's
green,
what you want to do, that's
says,
fine.
Nero will remember this.
So what's the group consensus on this? I've got two opinions. What's everybody else think? Because you guys are leading this as much as they are.
Yeah. No, I've got my opinions.
I think Ertlan actually like Mulvayas.
Yes.
I would agree with Mulvayas' point.
Okay.
Like, if they're not going to do anything to contribute to cooking, setting up defense, and their contribution is going to be the mining, then that's shared among everybody.
Okay.
But that's also not why we're down here.
Also true, which is why it's the least of my concern.
Okay.
Shouldn't be if it's going to break up your entire expedition group.
Kira?
Yeah. What's Kira think?
What is the status of the grotto currently?
Kira's just going to slay him
It's
and be
in
done with it. You're just going to kill him and be done with it, and then
No. I totally see her as going, I've hauled this goddamn egg for nearly 2 days, and the only thing I've been looking forward to is a hot bath. So if they've been mining in the grotto...
There are half a dozen dwarves working in there.
The fuck are you doing in the grotto?
The whole bunch of like labor union talk about what's going on here.
What are you doing? Someone answer before I see how tired my arms are swinging a goddamn sword.
Trying to make this expedition profitable.
Except you're not. You're trying to keep the profits to yourself. So either you're making the expedition profitable or you're making yourselves profitable. So again, your choices are share the wealth or fucking hoof it out.
and leave the gyms.
Okay. Where are you siding on this?
Oh yeah, no, the Lords Alliance are dick nuggets. I was never gonna side with them. Like, I'm the one who got
That's what I need to know.
Yeah.
Finally,
Yeah.
we agree on something.
No.
But you were yelling at your own guy
Yeah,
for shit that the other people were doing. and
because
causing-
he
All
shouldn't.
four of us are
he
on the
shouldn't-
same page. Lucas just hasn't realized it yet.
I'm just trying to roleplay. Let's keep going.
Well, see, as a representative of the Zentarum, I think you would absolutely side with Nero because you're down here to expand business.
I've been walking for 2 days, and I had to fight a purple worm. I give no fucks today.
It's true.
No, the Lords Alliance can vacate the grotto,
Okay.
or I will slaughter them.
Give me a group charisma check. I want to see, are they going to vacate? Are they going to give up and go and fall in line?
I've only got a +2 in charisma, so.
Yes, everybody's going to roll.
Oh,
We will make the DC a 14.
I mean,
I
I'm
need-
just making
I
an
need-
intimidation check.
I say, point of order. I'm not trying to charisma anybody. I'm trying to intimidate the fuck out of
That
them.
is charisma.
I'll
I'll let you do what you want.
that is true.
If you want to make it an intimidation thing, that's
1,000%.
fine.
Get
If
in
you want to
line,
make it
you
a persuasion thing, that's fine. If you want to do just straight up charisma, because it doesn't matter.
Oh no, mine is intimidation. I'm threatening them.
Well, if we're doing
Get out of the
persuasion,
grotto.
if we're doing persuasion, then I got a 14.
I have 17 on persuasion.
Get out of the grotto. Back the fuck off.
Get out.
Get in line.
Get to the chopper.
9.
Can I use calm emotions on them?
That's feasible.
Well, I think I'll hold it, and depending on how
You
they
can
react.
calm things. You can calm them down so that they will talk.
Yeah.
I would give you, if you want to burn the spell slot, make an advantage on the check.
Got ya. Well, I don't know how helpful it would be. I'm like
It's going to give you advantage on the check.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
Gotcha.
that's
Gotcha,
worth
gotcha,
it.
Gotcha. They have to make charisma saving throws.
I think he's just assuming that you've already.
Well-
It gives me. Okay.
He's giving you advantage on the roll because you're trying to.
Can I
be
give
the
somebody
peacemaker.
else advantage on the roll? Because I have no charisma skills.
Well, it doesn't matter because you've got 2 passes. So
Yeah, I mean,
okay.
the
Got
question is whether or not it requires 3 or not.
either way, if one of these guys had failed, it would probably make more of a difference.
Gotcha.
So you hang on to the half a dozen. I think it's half a dozen dwarves from the Lord's Alliance.
Something like that,
5
yeah.
of them.
Do they get out of my bath?
Well, do you want us to keep mining?
No.
Not for the next hour.
Cool. Lunch.
Maybe 2.
Cool. Okay. That's settled. Things get back to normal in the camp. No more arguing. Kira gets her steam bath.
Screams obnoxiously for booze too while she's in there. Doesn't mean anybody has to bring it, but she's going to yell incessantly every couple of minutes.
Didn't we
about it.
find a big ass cask or something?
We did at one point because I was drinking in the grotto.
Yeah.
I don't remember what it was. I'd have to get the chapter back out. and read
Wine,
it,
I think.
But yeah, you guys are able to rest. Oh, you rested overnight already, didn't you?
Yeah, it's been like almost 2 days. So
Now
at some point we've rested.
If you had decided to then murder them in their sleep with Nero, that is what I thought you were going to go for.
Well, no.
Okay. So, what's your plan from here?
Assembly line, get the eggs off. Let's go fight a beholder.
How clever am I?
Well,
I'm not stupid.
No, you're not. You act like you are, but no.
Barbarians are just fun to play. It's kind of dumb, but my stats are fairly
how they
middling.
originally were built.
They're not illiterate anymore.
It's true. Although that was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Silly.
In 3.5, it was written explicitly in the class. You gain no languages.
Icon has
Or
cheeseburger.
you can speak common, but you are not literate in anything.
Your silly writings mean nothing to me.
Icon has cheeseburger.
I will taste your blood.
That's the thing.
Tactically speaking, we could, just for shits and giggles, shall we
Drop
say,
our tablets.
Drop the tablet. Yeah.
tactically speaking, send back one, maybe two of the Lord's Alliance folks, along with maybe, I don't know, a couple of Emerald Scouts and maybe 2 Zentarum as the escort group for the eggs. So we can send back the gems and the eggs together and make sure it's profitable for all of us. Plus also split their power base by sending them back. Tactically, that seems
Feasible.
like a good call.
Is it a good idea to let...
Also, what information do they have?
No.
Do they have any information? They've been
Information.
the scouts,
Oh,
as they've been moving things around. Do we have any information that might change our
We've
decisions?
been gone for like 3 days.
right. How many of the scouts do you have? You have 4. 2 of them come back and say we haven't found much of anything in
We
the
ain't found shit.
Come in the desert, sir.
But
Fucking
the
hair
other
pick.
2 that went out went towards where the Vast of Oblivion is supposed to be, and we haven't seen them.
Should we have somebody scout towards the beholders?
That's the
lair.
Vast Oblivion.
Oh, is that what that is?
Yeah.
But they haven't found anything then.
No, they've not returned.
Oh. Well, they probably won't.
Yep.
We're going to find them later.
I believe that is the implication.
Roll sand.
Jeff,
Yes.
in the laundry list of bullshit that we need to get, is there
Right.
anything else where we're currently at?
No, these are the 2 things.
Okay. It may not be a bad thing then to pull up stakes with like 70% of our expeditionary force and send them back.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense.
So instead of sending a small party, let's just send a large party and caravan them with the eggs and the gems back to the Wizard's Tower or wherever the shit.
Is there something we can utilize to fashion, like, something they can drag the eggs with? Something so they're not, like, carrying them?
Yes.
Like,
Here
that we can take
there
time to build.
was goods that had been captured and things like that by the troglodytes. You could fashion some kind of a wagon.
Okay, let's do that. Does it have a
And you
steel
have the lizards and everything
top
like
on
that. That would be a craft check.
a wagon with a metal top? Craft check?
Yeah,
What is that under?
roll me a craft check. I don't know.
Craft's not even on this on this page.
If you have proficiency in tools and shit, then that's a check.
Did Jeff miss the joke?
I think he missed the joke.
No, I didn't.
No, he didn't.
I'm yes-anding.
Well, then I've got a nat 20 in craft. It's metal.
Smith's tools.
Little did you...
What did I roll? I don't even know what dice I picked up.
You failed.
I'm going to use my herbalism kit to...
Yeah, there you go. I'm going to sleight of hand create this.
Here you go, Lucas. Here's my favorite die. Roll that one.
Yeah. It's white, which I don't know what that means. What does that mean?
Neither weal nor woe.
I don't know who. I think it was Spencer that finally noticed that. I rolled that die all through fucking Impossible Landscapes.
I think we all caught it at one point or another. Spencer was the one that pointed it out.
Well, Spencer was just like, Is that a fucking twister die? Yes, it is.
He's a quick one.
Okay, so you guys are sending a chunk, a fairly large chunk of everybody back towards a rock.
Grab all those and disperse them, and then we'll keep what we need.
Well, I think that we want to keep the scouts. We need to keep the scouts in some capacity.
What's left
we need
of them?
2 left.
Well, when I say scouts, I don't necessarily mean Emerald Enclave scouts. We need to keep the picket line. The line of communication needs to stay. Mm-hmm. Does that make sense? We just need to shift it towards whatever. So we just need outriders of some sort. Because I want to say that we had, like, the veterans of the Gauntlet were some of the outriders. Like, I don't think that it was all specifically Emerald Enclave.
Well, you had enough lizards for the Emerald Enclave scouts and you guys.
Okay. Gotcha. So we are down to just 2 scouts. Okay. So in that case, and how far of a distance are we going again?
As you said, it was a day and a half back. Because they're just going back to the Wizard's Tower, right? That's as far as they.
The Wizard's Tower.
That's where they need to bring the eggs, isn't it? He's the one who wanted the eggs, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I mean, we're gathering components for him.
Let's look.
Which I would thought was
Because my thought would be let's
2.5 days back.
No, it's farther than that.
Is it farther than that?
Yeah, it was a significant distance. Because that's why we weren't going back.
I mean, that's the end game. That's where they
this-
need to go.
This right here, Araj, is where you are.
Okay.
Or where, that's the Wizard's Tower. I can't read this map.
I know it's really busy, dude. It gave me a headache when I looked at it. There's far too much texture in there.
Right now, you guys are basically right about here. Right about here is the nest that you were in. And right here is the vast oblivion that you're going to.
So I think we just need to shift the picket line. Is there some place? So say we drew a straight line from the Wizard's Tower to where we're at now. And we draw a straight line from the Wizard's Tower to where we're going. Okay? I want to sort of shift the picket line from what it was to that new line. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay.
To the vast oblivion?
Correct.
Okay.
And I want to create another fallback point. Similar to what we've done before, we just don't know where that would be. Did we encounter anything that would function as that?
At this point, your line going from right where you're at back to the Wizard's Tower is very similar to your line from the vast oblivion.
Okay, so it's not that great a degree of separation.
No.
Okay. But the point that we're at now is not on that line.
It's just it would be just a hair off. So
Couple
you could
degrees.
Okay, so theoretically
you could
we
keep
could
your line and just branch off down
Okay.
towards the,
then in that case
go
I
like
changed my mind again. Send back a small delegation with the eggs. Maintain this spot. I thought they were like at a 20-degree radius of multiple days and like totally different.
It's kind of like a T coming from the tower to where you're at right now, and
It's a left hand and a right hand.
Yep.
Okay. In that case, let's maintain this base because Kira likes her grotto. But let's send back
2 of each besides the Enclave scouts.
correct. The Enclave scouts need to continue to scout. How many days travel is it from us to
About 2.
about 2 days?
Yep.
Then I'd say let's send one of the scouts forward 1 day to try and give us the lay of the land. And then let's have the other scout just in reserve.
At the very least, to see if he can find the 2 missing scouts.
Yeah, just see if you can find any information. Hey, bro, the last 2 who headed in this direction are dead. That's really unhelpful. Could you go like about a day and then come back and let us know what's going on?
Sure.
Thanks. Godspeed.
Okay. So you guys are going to hang out for 2 days.
Yeah, just get the logistics of getting the sled. I want to split up the Lord's Alliance assholes. We'll let like 3 of them stay and dig, but 2 of them get sent back with some guys who have some really sharp swords to not be assholes and to make sure that the money gets divvied up for both the egg and the gems fairly. You know what I mean?
Well, the gems are going to get divvied up among the entire expedition party.
I think it sends a message. Like, it's short of putting a horse head in their pack roll, but I think it sends the message appropriately.
Sounds good. Are you guys going to split up any of the stuff that you guys find?
Fuck no.
Just curious.
Oh, hang on a second.
It's party of 4, dude.
We may have already gone.
I was
through
getting ready to say, do any of us have memberships to any of these groups? But actually, a couple of us do.
I
so
do, yeah.
Yes.
Was the ring of free action the ring I found in that cavern? It's been so long since we.
Yeah,
thought, okay.
there
so
was a
then
crevice. There was a crevice where there was a dead body down
Yeah.
below.
So we already figured that out. Okay, I can remember what that ring was. I still have ring written down here, but I have a ring of action.
the ring
written up
must
here.
be destroyed. People
Yeah,
think rings,
I don't think you found a second ring.
rings of
Well,
power
I'm
gonna be in a game?
wearing a ring of protection
I don't
and a
know.
ring of free action. So,
I want it to be.
and my sword. That's my 3 things.
I don't think it will be, but I want it to be.
What's that?
Do you have to attune to a Waffly or an amulet of protection from fiends?
Waffly, no.
The protection from fiends. No, it works like a scroll.
Yeah, you pop it.
It's a one-time use thing. I don't know about your ring of protection. I don't think that requires attunement, but you might check.
I will check because I wrote them up there. I wrote it up there as if
It's in the DMG,
I can also
or
just,
you can Google
I'll
it.
just Google.
Backing up a little bit to the Nurse Chapel Luxana Troy talk. So I see that Amazon now you can program voices, and they're like, oh, we could use dead relatives. It's like, that's what I want my devices to sound like. Major Barrett. That's all. That's the only voice pack I've ever wanted. I don't care if it's a $9.99 thing. That's what I want my devices to sound like.
Ed 209.
Yes, it does require it.
But
Okay.
her voice is just so
Yeah.
iconic.
No,
as the
I know.
computer.
I know. I can't remember what it was that we were talking about the other day, but there was something that me and Lisa were talking about. Like, if I could make that, I would want it to have Ed 209's voice.
Oh, I meant to say, continuing the things that have all occurred since the last time we did the podcast. Jeff got married. Congratulations.
Thank you.
It was only like 6 weeks ago, right? We were just talking about this earlier.
Yeah, right about 6 weeks.
Well, I mean,
Actually, yeah, 6 weeks from tonight.
yeah, because
And I'm still single, ladies.
I'm gonna ask.
I'm not going to say anything mean. I'm not going to say.
You don't have to. Just amplify it.
Do you want me to cut that or no?
You need to cut it as a clip that we can use. Like when Lucas says something incredibly stupid, there's just a record scratch and then that plays.
Still single, ladies.
When Lucas does incredibly terrible math, it just,
It's got to be followed by the Price is Right trombone as well.
I imagine like a boing noise with it.
I always preferred the Pac-Man death.
Oh, let's go fight some beholders.
All right, let's kill shit.
Lucas's Tinder bio says future mates must be able to balance a checkbook.
Do you know math? Because I don't.
Do you know what 4 + 4 is? One of us needs to.
Is my shit in your way?
Oh, he's drawing. Fuck.
Please solve
Yes.
this complex math equation. 10 + 10 + 5 + 5.
If one train leaves at 6:30,
The other one is blue.
Which one arrives at 6:30?
one's name is Steve.
Which one kills itself when it hears Lucas do math?
The photo below is just me bleeding.
All right, here is your creek running through the thing.
Oh crap!
There's
The thing.
Yeah, the troglodyte cavern.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if we moved.
There's
sorry.
your exit that you took to go to the worm nest.
Right.
This is the raised
Elevated
area.
point.
Yep. I'm not going to draw more than that.
No need.
Where's everything set up?
Where it's flat,
No.
flat-ish.
Well, I mean,
No.
you have enough people that you
Have you seen Star Wars?
You have a camp.
You would need to have some sort of fortification or checkpoint at all the known areas. So
You said it's a river. Is that water drinkable? Is that safe?
Try
it.
I mean, you'd be able to figure that out.
I've been bathing in it.
So no.
Yeah, but you're not swallowing it. Ideally.
I honestly can't remember the answer to that off the top
Then
of my
we'll
head.
assume it's safe.
I think it is because I know that they would have gotten fish out of it at some point.
Oh, okay. Well, then we even have a food
If
source.
anybody did take a dip in it before they searched everything, there's quippers in it.
We got a food source. We got a food source. We're good.
course there is.
Yeah.
Nice.
Kinda
Those things are...
kind of nip at you.
No, those things are nasty.
They're D&D piranhas.
They're just nibbling on your nipples, man.
No, they don't. Like, one of the few people I've ever killed, guy's first game, jumped right into the water. Like, bro.
Adventures League.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just fucking murdered.
Welcome to the
That
show.
poor bard. That poor first level bard jumped into the quippers. It's like 46 for them or some bullshit.
Yeah.
Like, they're nasty.
Oh, they're a swarm, aren't they?
Yep.
Yup.
Yep.
And if you're already injured, it's 2d6, but if you're already injured, it's 4d6 or something like that. Like, they
Yeah,
get into a
they
blood
frenzy or
frenzy.
something
Smell the
like that.
blood.
Yeah, it was bad.
So where are you guys setting up in this cavern?
Tactically speaking, it makes the most sense to... How deep is the water?
It's just a stream.
Yeah,
Can't
you
be
can
that
you can walk across.
Yeah, okay, so we're talking ankle deep,
Yes.
knee deep. Tactically speaking, to take the high ground is probably where we want most of the encampment
Right.
to be,
Okay.
with the thought that it thins out towards the water.
There were 2 raised locations, right?
Yeah, there should be a secondary raised location over there.
Which is where the one chick was strapped up.
Correct.
That's this.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Got ya.
Then there should be another raised location because we came in at a
went
That's,
down a hill.
That's down this way. There's like a
Correct.
slope going up to it. Yeah.
I would say take advantage of both of those high points. Those we would want our backs to those high points, if that makes sense. We would want to occupy the high points, and the people down below would want their backs to them.
Okay. Who's down below?
Melee fighters?
Probably. Whoever can't camp up above.
I mean, you could. There's enough room up there. You could work your tents and everything like that
Yeah.
in there.
Yeah.
Set up your cook fires, everything like that.
Yeah. I think it makes
At
most
what
sense
point-
to take an elevated point.
At what point are you organizing everybody and sending out the group back to the tower? I'm trying to get timing and
Yeah,
figure
no.
out when everything's happening.
I think we come in, we gather the information, we sort the shit out, we decide to send a scout. We now have 2 days, then we send the folks with the egg.
Okay.
So, like, in the morning, we send the scout. That afternoon, we're already getting the sledge together to get the eggs going. Because we would want to make sure the eggs are strapped down and secured, and we have enough manpower to get them there. And
Saran wrap them.
correct.
Bubble wrap, whatever. Bubble wrap, whatever. Yeah.
Gemini mailer.
Okay. You've sent your scout out. You're getting things ready for the egg to depart and everything like that, and you feel the rumbling.
I'm hungry.
I don't think you did a very good job, I say, looking at the cat.
At what?
Covering our tracks.
No, Schroeder was doing that.
Blame the turtle.
I look at the turtle.
You got nature, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of your thing.
I'm assuming you want me to make a nature roll.
If you want.
They'll do it.
You don't have to if you don't want to.
25.
They're still in there digging.
Oh, it's the miners that are bringing them to us.
Even though there are fewer of them now.
Not
They're
yet.
still in there doing it.
Well, I assume that whoever we're sending back is making sure that the sledges are getting ready to go and are part of that team.
I'll instantly run to tell them to shut the fuck up.
Right.
Should probably explain why, but yeah.
You can gather that this thing is going to track down its young eventually.
Right.
And it's been following you. You may have delayed it, but
Pinging's
it's
not
still
helpful.
tracking, and now it's got a ping.
Right.
It's on its way.
So do you guys want to move?
Let's GTFO.
Or do we want another real big entrance, probably coming from that direction over there?
No, it's probably coming from that direction.
You wanna run or you want
pointing in
XP?
Oh,
direction.
gotcha.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not going to be able to break camp and get everybody out.
No. Either way, we're probably going to end up fighting it.
Have
It's
we
just whether
even
we
finished,
fight it on
have
foot
we even
or we fight
finished
it
the
here.
sledge?
Yeah, you could have it ready. They could have been working on
We
that.
could
for the
we
night.
could utilize their picking to draw it to kill it
How did we kill the last one?
with a
beat
lot
the
of
shit out of it.
Brute
yeah,
force.
a lot of brute force. I just shot a bunch of arrows at it. I didn't even take damage.
Remember you got swallowed?
Several
Ooh,
times.
Yeah, I forgot about that shit.
Okay.
I mean, we can prepare for it and just wait till it gets here and let them keep picking and draw it near and just get it out of our way, or we get on foot and wait for it to follow us and pop up.
No, I mean,
I'd
who all
rather
has range?
well, me. I think the three.
I meant
of
in
us
terms of the characters.
well, who's left? Because he sent some people off, right?
He's only sent the scout off so
So just
far.
the scout.
Yeah.
I mean, most of them have something that they could shoot with.
Right. Those are also front and back, by the way. Don't forget that.
The only ones who wouldn't would be the dwarves that you rescued from
And
here.
there's a stack of them over here. You're not looking at.
And they could probably be equipped fairly easily. There's only a few of them.
The Lord's Alliance, this one shows that they only have a halberd.
Don't they have like a sling or something? Damn.
I will scream that the veterans of the gauntlet to me, and I'll go sliding down the hill to set up a line.
Papers, please.
How much time would I be able to gauge how much time we've got?
Make me another check.
Just another nature check, or
See, Zentaram's got crossbows.
survival, or
Yeah, that's
what?
We can take the high ground and get them set up and ready to go.
That's what he's
Yeah.
doing.
Yeah.
Did I infer from what you were kind of saying about it searching for its young that it sort of senses its young besides just the ping it's getting from the miners?
I would presume so, somehow.
Is it a psionic link?
You rolled like a 25 or
Yeah.
something, right?
For nature, yeah.
It's the resin. The resin that was coating the eggs and everything like that. There's scent to it.
Got ya. So it's
So-
gonna follow these eggs pretty much wherever we go.
Would mud packing them do any good?
That's not a bad idea at all.
Give it a shot. I mean, it's already on its way here, so I'm gonna set up the first line
I
of
know,
defense.
but if our intention is to send them off,
sure,
trying to draw it with the
Yeah,
miners,
go.
mud
Send
pack it to just an extra level of security so it doesn't divert to our X force.
Is that right?
No,
We
I've
really
heard, I've heard two really good ideas in how to deal with this, and that is one of them. And the picks as bait is another.
I think the Pix's Bay is a good idea. If it's going to ping and draw it nearer. Ideally, it's going to go towards where the picks are, though, so it's going to hit the grotto first. So maybe we move the picks elsewhere. Because it's going to be hard.
We want to draw it here so that the party can exit away.
Yeah, but if you want to set up a trap where you've got all your archers lined up and you're picking right there in front of them.
We know where they can point, and we know where they're going to, ideally where it's going to pop up.
Well, you're already running down there to tell them to stop, right?
Yeah.
At least for now. But we can still use them, using them
Do I
as
need
bait.
to make a check to have an idea of how much time we have before it's here?
I mean, you roll a 25. Is that not enough to
Well,
guesstimate?
that was he's talking about last session and knowing what they're like.
Oh, well.
Well, I don't remember what. I need a perception and I'm not sure. I'm not sure how to roll that. Perception and some kind of intelligence check.
For each of us, or?
I need 2 successful ones.
27
For what?
for perception.
That's a good perception.
16 for perception?
Cool. His is better.
Well, I know, but...
I would assume Arcana is probably not the int check you're looking for.
No, we're trying to gauge what you're hearing and figure out range. So
history or nature.
I would give nature.
Okay.
Nature
Or
or
investigation?
survival. Ooh, investigation is a good one, yes. Investigation or survival.
I've got a 21
well,
on survival then.
Then I'm rolling survival too.
Insight wouldn't help.
That's a nat 20
You've got
plus
it.
10.
The turtle knows.
Good luck card.
Oh, yeah. Forgot we got those.
Can I hand this away to somebody else? Maybe I'll keep it.
You can give it to somebody else. Or you can play it for somebody else.
It's fine.
5th level blight attack.
Find the right time.
Yeah.
I'm ordering the veterans of the gauntlet to be.
How much time do we have?
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
Do we have enough time to mud pack them and get them out before it gets here?
How am I going to do this?
Just say yes or no. Would you like the?
No, I want to give you a check to see how quickly you can do it and how well you can
I thought that's what he was rolling for.
No.
No, he was figuring out range.
So what do you need, like a survival?
I would say survival for
Do you want the
camouflage.
The
You got
twister
better
die?
survival, too, so...
Will that help?
Somebody give me a perception, or not perception, a survival check
I think you got the best
mask,
survival, right?
to mask the scent and get them out of here.
Oh, yeah, it's another nat 20.
Fucking A, man.
You're gonna die in battle, but at least the skills are good.
I mean,
No, he's got 2 good luck cards, man.
That's my second one.
yeah.
Are you trying to give them?
No, I'm just showing.
You can absolutely get them mud packed and get them out of here before that thing gets.
So is it
yeah.
specious to say, of course, the turtle knows how to pack eggs in mud?
Oh yeah, that is kind of a duh.
Well said. Never thought about that.
Is it specious?
Kind of.